Are you ready?
Yes, my name is Marv Foster. I dedicate my life to homeless people, people who recovers in alcohol, drugs, or any other evictions. I dedicate my life to people. And I'm 69 years old. Last year I was able to help as the average, we averaged 1,200 people went to our shelter last year in 62 days. And this year I can't afford to do what I did last year. It's going to cost me $6,000 last year out of my retirement money. But this year I'm definitely going to get with a group of people, and if I have to, I'm going to take them to my house and house them during at night to make sure they don't freeze to death. These are people who's unemployed, people who has no income and nowhere to go. That's what my heart is set on. It is helping people who has nowhere to go and has. There's a lot of people out here who's got good education, more education than I got. But if they stick together as a family, work on recovery, help them when they're down instead of knocking them down. There's so many men and women out there don't realize how much damage they're doing to the public by not reaching out. You don't have to be a doormat. Like I was last year, the reason I'm not going to be opening a shelter this year, my homeless guys overpowered me and they took all my stuff and sold it. My refrigerators, stoves, my beds, my blankets. And after they had to shut it down, they come up with a lot of lies against me. And, you try to help the people and then they rap on you. But I'm not going to turn my back on them today. Just because I run against some bad apples in the years that I've been sober, I'm not going to drink, I'm not going to smoke over it, and I'm not going to go out here and injure somebody else over other people's ignorance. I got work on myself daily. I dedicate my life to people 24 hours a day in recovery. I try to encourage them not to smoke. I try to encourage them not to drink. And if a man has to take meds, I encourage him to take it on a regular basis the way the doctor prescribes, because I'm not a doctor. I am not against medication. I'm not against drugs. And I'm not against alcohol. But if you got a problem with any of them, I'll be the man to talk to you about recovery, because I've overcome alcohol going on 35 years that I haven't had a drink. January 15th, I'll have 11 years absent from not lighting a cigarette. Yeah, and I never quit smoking. That's what I want you people to know. You don't have to quit anything. Challenge whatever started. If you're going to school and you want a better grade, you have to challenge it. It won't come to you. You have to work on it. Just like me, I can't read or write, but I know the numbers by heart. I live a number racket. If I tell you I got to be there in 15 minutes, I'll be there in 15 minutes. But my lifestyle is all numbers and all reaching out and carrying the message. I'm not a preacher. I'm not a minister. I'm just a faithful man who tries to work in the Lord's hand. And I dedicate for this year. I'm going to be at Park Street Church from 8 o'clock in the morning to 3 o'clock every Friday, watching the places where they won't drink or smoke in the building. I'm going to work with Park Street. I attend Park Street Church. So I really put a lot of volunteer at Park Street Church, because they're the only church what I know what really helps the homeless people. Dedicate yourself. They go all over the way to help these people that's in need. And that's the kind of organizations I like to work with, is people willing to help another person recover. And it's really heartbreaking to sit in here and tell you people I'm not perfect, and I never will be perfect, but I'm perfect in the field that I help people. I dedicate my life to people. I don't look at a man or woman, what they are or who they are. I look at them for their heart. And when they're in need and stress, that's when I try to reach out and encourage them to walk the right path or whatever it is. And so and I've been doing it, and I'm not going to turn my back on no one. And I want to thank you for interviewing me, because it's really important to get this message out to help other people. Even if you got one chip give half of it away, you'll end up in the long run with a second chip. So, number one, I'm glad to be who I am today, and I'm thankful. And I want to thank you.
Marv, thank you. What is the name of the Stop Smoking
No
program?
First Light.
No First Light.
No First Light, and I'm in active at All Night Recovery, the building when I opened 11 years ago. I'm back helping the people there on recovery from alcohol.
So if people want help, if they want to seek out your program, where do they go?
Well, you know, I'm on the streets all the time, driving up and down the street. They can go to All Night Recovery. They can call me at 304-5469. That's my cell phone. My home, I live at 1364 Paris, Grand Rapids. And this winter, my doors won't be locked. I got a basement, and I got a floor in my dining room and living room. I'm not rich, and I'm not famous, but I will not lay out there and freeze to death. And I'm trying to get with a group of the city people to just get a building open where we can put some heat in. We don't need nothing but blankets. They can go other places, eat during the day, but we need a place where these people don't have to sleep in the car and freeze to death. And we don't want to segregate. So when we operate under Red Cross, we don't ask you your age, we don't ask you your driver license or Social Security. We're there to help you because you need the help. As long as you behave, follow our house rules, no alcohol, no drugs, no hanky-panking, no physical contact with each other, no swearing, no cussing, you're welcome in my heart. That's the type of guy I am. I don't look at you for what you got or where you're at, where you've been. I look at you just for the day to help you. Because tomorrow you can do the same as I do. Because if people wouldn't help me, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. And I want to be. That's about what I got my heart set on, is helping people. And I'm going to set mine. It's broke me, but you know what? I ain't broke because I got God on my side. And He'll give me all the strength and courage I need to make it another day. So I do not turn my back on these people. And I will not.
Thanks. Thanks, Marv. Appreciate it.
That's the type of man I am.